Hey everyone, Valerie here. This is going to be the first functional plan with me of the new year. Happy New Year, happy new decade. I hope you guys enjoyed your holidays and all the parties and all the fattening foods that I'm sure we all ate. The first thing I'm going to do with this plan with me is add in the stats of my pregnancy. I am currently 31 weeks pregnant, and baby girl is about the size of asparagus, which is 16.2 inches long and about 3.3 pounds. And my current weight is 168.2, and I definitely feel all of that weight. I kind of feel like baby's dropped a little bit as well. I'm definitely wobbling around like a penguin. Next, I'm going to add in my daily Bible verse. Remember, this will change for the New Year's inserts because there will not be that large space at the top. So as I'm finishing off 2019's homemade inserts that I created, I will continue to add in the Bible verse. After that, I'm going to add in some tasks for the daily pages, and while that goes on to play, I will put in some music here for you guys. Let me know in the comments below which you prefer. Do you prefer the voiceover or the live talking while I plan, or do you prefer just the music or kind of like a mixture? I'm not quite sure. I'm definitely new at these planner videos, but I love my planner, and I have a hard time finding other plan with me's that are more functional than decorative. So I figured if I can't find them, why not create them? I use these market dots to mark things on my monthly calendars, and here I'm going to add a red dot to mark an appointment that I have coming up. This helps me to not only color code on my monthly calendars, but also to save space because the boxes give me a limited amount of writing space. And this appointment is kind of tentative because it's right at my due date. So I may have to reschedule it if the baby's already born, which most likely she will be. Therefore, I am putting the appointment on a sticky note, and if it changes, I can just move the red little dot to the rescheduled date. But this is to notify me that I have an appointment on that date, and the post-it note lets me know that it's tentative. Now here I'm also moving some of my sticky notes around. I use these for reoccurring tasks that happen throughout my planner. So some of them move on the daily pages and some of them move on the monthly pages. But this is so that I can be reminded of them the next time that task comes up again. And it may or may not get done on that exact day that I put the sticky note, but it lets me know that it's time for that task to be done again. Now back on to the daily to-dos and some of the scheduled appointment things that'll be going into the time slots. This is the monthly master task section of my planner, and I'm basically breaking down my big goals for the year into smaller portions that I want to accomplish during January. And I will have a video coming out next after this one showing how I further break these monthly goals down into weekly and daily goals. So that way I'm taking small steps to accomplish my goals instead of only looking at them as really big tasks. Now I'm going to add in my husband's work schedule as well as my boys' wrestling schedule into the timed slots. And I just simply put a K and then draw a line down to about the time he should be home. And then for my boys' wrestling, I put WP for wrestling practice at the start of it, and then a line down to approximately when they should be home. And any other appointments or things that I need to do at a specific time will also be inserted.
Yeah. Unknown Brain, Marvin Devine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations.
This is a pullout that I created for my homeschool year. It's an academic yearly pullout, so it starts from August and goes through July. And I'm figuring out when my boys will be finishing their second semester of school for this year, and that way I can add it into my monthly calendar as to when I need to start looking at progress reports or report cards. It's nothing official that I turn in for like the state, but it's something that I like to do to keep track of and let them know how they're doing in each subject, also so that I know if they need help or if they can speed up in a subject. It's more for us, not really for any official thing. I don't have to keep a report card or progress reports or anything like that.
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need.
Now I'm going to set up my annual trackers for 2020. These are some more inserts that I created. They are identical to the homeschool tracker I just showed you, except these have 6 months per side of the page. That way I could have a little bit more writing space on each day's slot. So I'm sorry about the lighting here, but I'm just adding in my color code to each one of the trackers. This one here is my daily habits tracker, and then I'm also going to draw in those same colors all the way down the columns for each day, and you'll see what that looks like once I'm finished with it. I don't remember if I've shared this in a previous video. These highlighters are called Powerline 2500 mild fluorescent color markers or highlighters. I got them off of Amazon. There's 12 in the set, and they're supposed to be like, I guess, mild liner dupes. I can't attest to the quality of these compared to mild liners because I've never used mild liners, but I really do like these, and I like that they are lightly colored and not so bright like the typical school highlighters. So here I'm going on and adding that line of color like I mentioned a few minutes ago, and I'm going to do that on all of the months with all of the colors, so that as I accomplish these daily tasks, I can draw a little check mark or X or something on that appropriate color, so I know what days I did it and what days I did not accomplish it. one down and 3 more to go. Of these annual trackers that I have, I guess they'd actually be more of a daily tracker, but instead of having individual monthly trackers, I have them all on the entire year. So I have these, there are 4 of them, I believe, and one of them is daily habit tracker. And here I'm going to track the days that I copy my daily Bible verse, the days that I practice cursive, the days that I take the time to put on a little bit of makeup, the days I do my facial and feet care, and the days I journal. On the second one, I'm going to track my exercise. For now, since I'm pregnant, I am doing steps. So I'm tracking that, and then I'm doing a reading tracker, and the last one is our chore or house cleaning tracker. I have one more yearly fold out here that I bought from Franklin Covey, and that is what I'm using to track the classes my husband teaches at work. And on the back of that is where I'm tracking all of the birthdays, anniversaries, and those fun holidays.
The sign I ignored, all the lines showing me.
Now I'm going to take a few minutes to index my December pages up to today's date. So I'm going to look through each day's pages in all of the notes and the to-dos and appointments, and I'm going to write anything that I think is necessary on the monthly index that I keep at the front of the month. I created these inserts to mimic the Franklin Covey's Day on 2 pages because I like that system, and I wanted to already be using that system before I started in the actual Franklin Covey brand inserts in January of 2020.
You always want what you can't have, and what you have you can. But still,
Now I'm going to go ahead and add in some tasks on the dailies again, but I wanted to point out that little red flag on the left page there. I put that on my next appointment, so during the week when I'm in my daily pages, I don't have to constantly be referring back to the monthly view because I already referred to that at the beginning of the week when I set up for the following week. So I just have a visual to see like, hey, I have an appointment coming up, and then every once in a while I can just flip to that little tag and remember like, oh yeah, I have an appointment, let's say this Thursday, and then on Tuesday I might see it again and be like, oh, I have an appointment coming up. It's just a constant reminder. So I put that on my next 1 or 2 appointments that are coming up in the next week or so.
how do you know?
And that is all for this plan with me. I hope you guys enjoy these functional plan with me's. Definitely leave any comments or questions that you have in the comment section down below, and I will get back to you. And I will see you guys again shortly for a new plan with me. Until then, enjoy, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Still